Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. Today it is unboxing day. Today we're going to have fun with this Space Marine Captain in Terminator Armour. So as usual, first we're going to check the box, then we're going to check the instructions, every single bit, and then we're going to have fun assembling this miniature. Here we have a closer look of the box, Space Marine Captain in Terminator Armour 1 miniature. And here you can see the back of the box. As always, we have a scale 1:1 of the miniature. It's quite big. I'm happy about the size. I love the new size of the new Terminators. We also have all the different variants that we can choose for this miniature. Here we have a nice, beautiful ultramarine captain in Terminator Armour with a relic blade plus storm bolter, but we also can go for power fist or 3 different types of combi weapon. We can also see the 2 different head options that we have for this miniature, and regarding this one, I want to say that seeing a captain in Terminator Armour painted as an Iron Hands, it looks super cool. I like this one a lot. Anyway, we're not here to see the box, we want to see what's inside, so let's open it and check the contents. These are the contents: a 50mm base, instructions, and then we have a single sprue that will allow us to build this character. Maybe I'm a very simple person, but I absolutely love what I'm seeing here, because when assembling this miniature, the very first thing that we have to do is to make a decision. It is a simple customization option, but I don't know, I'm always happy when I can choose between bits, and the more unique our miniature can be, the better. Even if here I have the illusion of choosing, because every single time I think that I will go for this one. After that, we just continue assembling the body. Quite simple, quite straightforward. 1, 2, 3, 4 different bits, and we almost have the whole body of this Terminator ready. These 2 pages are looking much more interesting. Here we finished the legs and we have all the weapon options. Actually, I didn't notice before that he has 2 tactical rocks. In the box art I only noticed this one. I will try to do something different with the base anyway, but I'm happy to see that he has 2 of them. You know, the more and bigger tactical rocks that the character has, the better, so good. This is interesting. We have a single arm and then we just attach the hand carrying the weapon that we like. Maybe it would have been fun to have different poses for the weapon, but it's okay, I guess. Could be better, could be worse. By itself, the pose of this miniature is super cool, so I'm not going to complain about that. For the close combat weapon, we do have 2 independent arms, which is great, and later I will talk a little bit more about them when I check the bits. Not much to mention here. We choose the head that we want. We saw them already when we were seeing the box of the miniatures, we kinda know how they look. So yes, here we just choose head and continue. We just finished with the decoration, and then we have a captain in Terminator Armour. Here we have again both variants of this captain, and I want to repeat that I like a lot how this Iron Hands captain looks. It looks super cool, and I'm very interested about these choices of colors. It looks very good to me. And now that we finished with the instructions and we check every single choice that we can make when assembling this character, we can leave the instructions to the side and focus on the sprue. At the moment of making this video, and as you can clearly see here, this is a very recent miniature. I consider that the quality and detail of every single bit looks very good, as expected from Games Workshop, and now let's take a closer look at them. I want to start with this bit, because for me this looks really good. It looks very fun for a captain in Terminator Armour, but actually this makes sense, because maybe there's someone there that they are like, okay, I don't want to deal with this, I just want to paint the power armor, so this is a very good alternative for that. This shoulder pad looks amazing, and here we have the storm bolter divided in 2, which for me is genius. Because look at this, let's say that I want to assemble this captain as a Blood Angel. Here I have the Blood Angel upgrades and I have the exact same bit, but with the Blood Angel symbols. It is a very small detail, but I mean, details matter. Well, not only the bolter, because like with the regular Terminators, we can also exchange the shoulder pads because the connection is exactly the same. It's just that for this specific case, there's no Terminator shoulder pad in the upgrades that have like this cool part on top. So yes, we will be getting the sculpted symbol, but we will be losing this, which will be a little bit weird considering that this one has it. But I mean, maybe with some kind of conversion work, we can manage to merge both of them, so it's possible. Anyway, let's go back to this one, and now I want to focus into the close combat weapons, because I think that this sword looks awesome. I absolutely love the handle, and I love that purity seal around it. I don't know, I think that it looks super cool. So for sure I'm going for the sword because I have some issues with the power fist. I mean, here we can see it. Let's take a closer look at this. This is the cover of the fist, okay? I mean, here we have the whole arm. It's just that this is the part with the decoration. We have those nice skulls there and the purity seal. But for me, this is not good enough for a captain in Terminator Armour. I mean, by itself is okay, and maybe we can paint something nice there and it's going to look cool. We can add some symbol. But when I compare it with, for example, the power fist of the Sergeant of the Sterling Veterans, this is like, okay, this one looks very, very cool. And as I want my captain to have a super cool looking weapon, I'm going to go for the sword. It's going to also suit more the Templar vibe. Here we have the 3 different combi weapons. They look super cool, super detailed. I mean, the concept of the combi weapon by itself, it's super interesting. And here we have them. We have the combi melta, combi plasma, and combi flamer. I'm happy to see that they have like different symbols. That makes them a little bit more unique, which is cool as well. And to finish checking the bits, here we have both head options for this captain. We can definitely confirm with this that there's no helmet option for this captain, so if we want to wear a helmet with this miniature, we will need to get the regular Terminators or some upgrades that include some Terminator helmet. Okay, so we check the instructions, we check every single bit, now it's where the fun begins. Let's start assembling this miniature. This is the Space Marine Captain that we get by following the instructions inside of the box, but I will try to go a little bit further and I will try to add some extra bits to this character. There's already a lot of things going on this captain, so I just added 3 extra bits. I added this Crusade seal from the Black Templar upgrades, this bit as well, and this shield is from the Blade Guard veterans. To finish with the miniature, I just need to glue him to the base, but this base is not special enough for a captain, so I will try to make something extra. To achieve that, I'm just going to do the same thing that I have been doing lately a lot, because I like the results, and it's just that I'm going to cut some bits of the sprue and I'm going to glue them nicely to the base. And this is it, this is the final result, this is how I assembled my Space Marine Captain in Terminator Armour. Actually, to me it's very funny because I think that I spent more time doing the base than the actual Captain, but I regret nothing, I'm very happy with the final result. But even if I say that it took me a lot of time, it was not complicated at all, because I mean, as you were able to see, I just built this nice base structure, so I will be able to glue the Captain to it, and I will know exactly where he's going to be. And after that, I just added more extra bits to make it look like something. I was aiming for Imperial Ruins, so hopefully it will look nice once it's painted. Everything on the base are those bits that I cut from the sprue, except for this bit. Also this one, that both are from the Aggressor's kit. If they are wearing the flamers, these are the ones that we will glue to them. But if not, I am able to use them to make some other base look a little bit nicer. I think it looks nice here. I'm looking forward to see it painted. And I used the original base, like the original tactical rock of this character, to add it here. It's not super visible right now, but it's here under this leg. Like always, I would like to invite you to let me know in the comments what you think about this miniature and the small changes that I made to it. And of course, I would like to remind you that if you like what I do and you would like to support my work, I invite you to check the link to my Patreon in the description. I mentioned this previously. For me, it's very important for this captain to have a big presence, and basically I use as a reference this sergeant, because at first the sergeant was standing higher than this captain, and I was like, that's not possible. So basically I was adding layer and layer and layer until this captain was way higher than this sergeant. My goal was to have the head higher than the head of the sergeant. And I have an extra goal, and it's to see how much my painting improved since the last time that I painted a Space Marine Captain in Terminator Armour. So yes, of course this is going to be a Black Templar, so it's a perfect comparison, and I'm looking forward to have these two next to each other fully painted. For sure, I want them to look super different. I'm going to use different color schemes for them. So yes, I'm looking forward for that, and I'm looking forward to share that experience with all of you. What else can I say about this miniature? The pose is very, very good, the amount of detail is fantastic, and of course we all love Space Marines wearing Terminator armor. For sure, very soon there will be a video of me painting this miniature, and with all of that being said, this is it, this is the end of the video. So of course, as usual, if you're still here, please consider giving me a like and subscribing. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.